For those of you who missed this week's episode of the Shadowspark Chronicles, here is what happened. Stepping through the swirling pages of a magical book, the group is transported to an underwater meeting room where they are greeted by District Manager and Arch Sorceress Drusilla Starn. Giddy as a schoolboy, Marsden starts unloading all his questions about the Academy. After some brief back and forth, Drusilla begins to explain some of the Shadowspark's connection to the island's past. The islands of Phrasia used to be one solid land, all under the grasp of the Shadowspark family. Infighting for power between themselves started a war that was called the Unveiled Struggle. Drusilla recognizes something about Bishop from her past and ends up peeking behind the curtain that Oz has built up. The group share what information they have gathered, and Marsden is tasked with ending this plague by any means possible. After some light chatter during their dinner, Drusilla excuses herself and leaves the room. Oz briskly follows and asks that she keep his secrets to herself. Mad at what she has found, Oz storms out of the academy, headed back to the dredges. The rest of the party leaves the academy shortly after to go get some rest of their own. The group decides to split the task of gaining passage on a ship to the fisherman village and finding where in the city Oz is staying after they get some rest. Jade wants to find a tavern where he can find some information, so they agree to meet at a tavern by the docks. Oz, after a night of rest, goes to see Hugh after his meditations and finds the dwarf in some high spirits for the situation he's in. Realizing he has left everyone the night prior with no knowledge of how to contact him, he hopes Hugh will help him. Jade gets a little tipsy off a beverage he thinks is milk, and he, Marsden, and Bishop go to the docks. After speaking with the dockmaster, the group meets the captain of the ship, the Lady of the Sea, a woman named Jaina Trexley. Quentin then goes to see his brother Hugh and finds that Oz has already visited him and left, so Hugh tells Quentin where he might find Oz. Please join us every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we continue with the adventures of the Shadowspark Chronicles, and as always, we'll see you in the dungeon.